Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. What a great car to arrive here today. 69 GTO Judge, and you know, I paused at the minute saying because you know what, that's just one of those cool names that you can't even embellish upon. You know, the GTO has its own name, its own brand, its own kind of image, and then you throw the Judge on, and anybody who knows or even likes cars a little bit knows the GTO Judge was a great car. Anyway, let's walk around this car for a minute because it's actually the first matching numbers car. We've had a lot of Judges, a lot of Judge clones and things like this. This is the real deal Ram Air 3 Judge, and just have a recent appraisal on the car. We just got that done yesterday, and appraised for almost $70,000. It's being offered today for right around the 59 range, so you're already kind of ahead of the game as far as the value of its worth versus what you have to pay for it. But the idea is this. The idea is that you get a car like this from a place like here, and the tractor trailer pulls up to the house, and down comes the gate, and this car backs out, and it sounds so great. The oil's been changed, it's show waxed and ready, has a temporary tag on the back, has gas in it. All you have to do is get whoever it is you want to go with you, jump in the car, and go for a drive. And that's the experience here. The interesting thing I find most about these cars here is the automatic cars tend to stay the matching numbers version, and the 4-speeds tend to have gotten blown up because they were abused and things like that. That's not the case here. This does have the matching numbers motor, and it is an original 4-speed car, which is really cool. We also have the PHS documentation, which is of Pontiac Historical Society, showing the options and originality of this car. This car was originally in the correct color called Carousel Red. Even though it looks orange, they called it Carousel Red, but it is the correct color. It also came with the Parchment interior, which is great looking with this, because typically you see black interiors, and the Parchment just makes it look a little bit nicer and a little different. Anyway, real Ram Air hood, and as I open the hood, you'll see some of the things under there that complete that whole Ram Air setup. There's a knob under the dash to keep the rain out and open it up for the fresh air. Factory hood tack. Factory hood tack works also, but how about I pop the hood and we'll check it out. This is the kind of thing I like to see. I like to see the detail here. And some of the things you should be looking for when you're looking at cars like this is the engine painted the correct color. You know, Pontiac had 3 or 4 different colors that you could paint an engine. Nicely done here, the correct Ram Air with the seal, the correct Ram Air hood, so as you get the fresh cold air from outside. The cable operates to keep the rain out. Little things like this, like tower clamps. You know, these may be 5 times more than a regular clamp, but this is the correct clamp that came on the car that day. Nicely detailed here with the correct stickers, emissions controls. Very similar to the way the car rolled off the showroom floor. Great looking Enduro front bumper that's painted. Just nicely done. One thing also I wanted to show you was, one of the things I like to show is the quality of paint. You know, pictures can hide paint, and it's happened to me. I'm sure it could happen to you too. But the one thing that can hide the quality of paint is a video, and that's why I do this. You know, you need to see, there's a lot of people just sell a car just to move a car, they'll wet it down, they do all kinds of sneaky stuff to sell a car. This is the real deal. It's in the showroom, it's nice and dry, and I just want to show you how clear that is there. You can almost read that complete sign backwards. And the reason I show you that is, you know, with paint that's very average or doesn't have good prep work, you can still see things, but you can't see clarity. And so if you're looking at cars online or on the net or whatever, and things look a little blurry, you can't see the exact tree, you can't see all the leaves, you can't see the guy's face who's taking the pictures, that means the paint is suspect and you need to start asking some questions, okay? This car here, all new chrome, all new stainless, got the correct decals. Some of the people might question things like when we get inside, one of the nice things was, does it have the Judge decal on the glove box? But the interesting thing is only some of them came with a Judge decal on the glove box and some did not. Check out the detail back here, letting you know that this car has positive traction rear differential. And if you jack it up and the car is running, it slips into gear. In this case, it wouldn't happen here because it's a 4-speed, but an automatic car could slip into gear and knock off the jack. Detailed trunk, all new seals, correct stickers, nice polished stainless. Trunk is in great shape. The bumper looks great because it's new. It's just a beautiful car. Love the Judge rear wing. And look inside from back here. Look how cool the Parchment interior looks. You can really see that this is a muscle car, it's a great car, and it's kind of cool. But let's check the inside out. You know, part of a restoration is the little detail stuff. You know, we looked around some of the decals, the tower clamps, Little tiny things, like does it have the factory radio in it? Do the lights come on inside? Now, you may say, well, why do the lights come on inside a big deal? Well, think about that for a minute. We're talking about 40-year-old lighting system. If you're going to restore a car, you don't have to make every single item work, but if the door opens and the lights come on, obviously there's been, these have new switches in them, they have new wiring, and everything in here is just beautifully done. It's not overly restored, has the original AM radio in it, speaker selector, clock, full factory gauges, pedal dress-up package. Here's the ram air that I talked about for closing off for rain and things like that. Glove box is decaled, sans the decal that we talked about earlier. It's one of those cars that didn't come with it. And it's just really nice. I mean, I'm looking at the appraisal too. Excellent overall grille and molding, excellent restored to show quality bumpers. It's got some really nice things said about it. And this is an appraisal that was paid for. I mean, this appraisal is not done by us, this is done by an outside source. And it was kind of expensive, so if you end up getting the car, this is a nice piece to have for the future. Because you're already ahead of the game, and in this world that we are right now, these cars continue to climb, especially numbers matching real cars that are documented. Anyway, how about I start it for you so you can hear what 366 horsepower of Ram Air 3 400 motor sounds like. You know, we keep talking about the restoration of vehicles and the quality and some of the details. Little stuff like this, like hear how that door sounds. It didn't sound that good in '69. It sounds a little better today. And I just think that it's just, you know, it's just a nice car. At the end of the day, you're talking about it matching numbers, 4-speed, Ram Air 3, GTO Judge. Just a cool name. You can tell them it's a real deal. You don't have to tell them it's a clone. And if you can afford it, this is the car to get. These are blue chip investments, and I don't know what else to say to you. Awesome car. We're super proud to present this car. Call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.